अब तो चलेगा, इनका अच्छे हफ्ते चलेगा।
May I have your lordship's permission to commence the proceedings of the court?
Yes. My esteemed colleagues on the bench, Mr. R. Venkatramani, Attorney General for India, Mr. Tushar Mehta, Learned Solicitor General of India, all the law officers, Mr. Vikas Singh, President of the Supreme Court Bar Association, Mr. Pradeep Kumar Rai, Mr. Rahul Kaushik, Mr. Manoj Mishra, President of the Supreme Court Advocates on Record Association, members of the family of late Justice A.M. Ahmadi who are present here and those who have joined us virtually, learned senior members of the bar, ladies and gentlemen. In assembling together, we pay our homage and tribute to one of the finest minds and a true friend of our legal fraternity, Justice Aziz Mushabbar Ahmadi, former Chief Justice of India. He completed his mortal journey, having led a full and fulfilling life, on 2nd of March. Our country has lost a jurist of a historic stature. As a young adult, Justice Ahmadi wanted to join the Merchant Navy and was selected. However, the selection letter was opened by his father, who himself was a judge in the district judiciary under the erstwhile state of Bombay. His father disapproved of the idea, and as fate would have it, Justice Ahmadi ended up following his father's footsteps. He often said that he did not choose law, but rather the law chose him. Justice Ahmadi was a man of many parts. He played cricket with the noted cricketer Salim Durrani, who passed away exactly a month after him on 2nd of April 2023. Justice Ahmadi began his legal career in 1954 when he started his practice at the bar in Bombay and later enrolled as an advocate of the High Court of Gujarat after the reorganization of states in 1962. As a member of the bar, he was among the pioneers of the legal aid movement in Gujarat. His legal acumen and advocacy skills were recognized soon enough, and he came to be appointed as a judge in the City Civil and Sessions Court of Ahmedabad in 1964. Appointment to the City Civil Court in those days was a stepping stone to a call to the bench of the High Court. In an interview, Justice Ahmadi narrates that he had no inkling of his appointment, and when Chief Justice J.M. Shelat offered him judgeship, he took some time to consult his family and especially his wife. He wanted to know whether his wife would be willing to live the life of a judge's spouse. In the end, Mrs. Ahmadi agreed. His children, Huzaifa and Tasneem, told me that Justice Ahmadi had a poor sense of direction and would often rely on his wife to guide him to the destination. His wife, Amina, was truly his guiding light in life. With her support and partnership, Justice Ahmadi rose from the ranks and was elevated to be a judge of the Gujarat High Court in 1976, and thereafter a judge of this court in December 1998. Justice Ahmadi holds the distinct honor of handling the judicial process at all three levels of the judiciary. Justice Ahmadi served this institution with consummate dedication and a fierce devotion to fairness, equity, and justice for 9 long years. He assumed the mantle of the Chief Justice of India on 25 October 1994 and became the 26th Chief Justice of India. The records of the Supreme Court registry reflect that Justice Ahmadi was a member of the bench in 811 judgments, of which he himself had authored 232 judgments. Justice Ahmadi was at his inimitable best in the courtroom. As a judge of exceptional intellectual abilities, he made significant contributions to the development of law, advancing the cause of secularism, substantive equality, freedom, dignity, and liberty. Some of his notable judgments include S.R. Bommai, L. Chandrakumar, Indira Sawhney, and Keshav Mahindra, dealing with the Bhopal gas tragedy. In S.R. Bommai versus Union of India, Justice Ahmadi wrote a separate 37-page judgment in which he emphasized the importance of accommodation and tolerance towards vulnerable religious, social, and linguistic groups, and concluded that adequate provisions had been enshrined in the Constitution to keep, as he said, divisive forces in check. In L. Chandrakumar versus Union of India, writing for the bench, Justice Ahmadi held that the power of judicial review vested in the High Courts and in the Supreme Court, enabling legislative action to be subjected to the scrutiny of superior courts, was an integral and essential feature of the Constitution, constituting part of its basic structure. In Alauddin versus State of Bihar, he laid down the procedure to be followed by judges in the matter of sentencing in terms of Section 235(2) of the Code of Criminal Procedure, 1973. He said that this provision is salutary and must be strictly followed. He held, and I quote, "When the court is called upon to choose between the convict's cry, 'I want to live,' and the prosecutor's demand, 'he deserves to die,' it goes without saying that the court must show a high degree of concern and sensitiveness in the choice of sentence. It need hardly be mentioned that in many cases, a sentencing decision has far more serious consequences on the offender and his family members." Justice Ahmadi was not one to shy away from writing a dissent where he believed that it was essential. He, along